Good morning, Cutler Bay. I'm Roger Coriat, one of your council members, and I'm standing here in a park that is often forgotten in our town, Lincoln City Park. And this is a park that the town council made an effort to protect when we realized what a unique environment we have here. This is authentic, legitimate pine rockland, one of the very few spots of it left. So I'm here to talk about an issue that Cutler Bay is facing, and that is the issue of invasive plant species. Now, some of these have been brought by people for agriculture, they've been brought for lawn decorations, some of them arrived here by accident. The problem with invasive species is that they start to take over and they remove the plants that belong here. They crowd them out. They kill them off. They are not good for this environment. And beyond that, they start to crowd out the animals that depend on those native plants, whether it's butterflies that use them for nectar or for laying eggs, whether it's birds that nest in them, whether it's other animals that burrow underneath them or just use them as a shelter. Our town is very proud of its green status. We've been a tree city for years, and we protect that. We work towards it, we advocate for this kind of work, but it's a constant struggle. So in deciding how best to tackle this invasive plant issue in Cutler Bay, the town was consulted with an organization called the Florida Exotic Pest Plant Council. And this group, whose website you can visit for yourself, publishes a list of invasive plant species in the state of Florida. Now, they divide it into two categories. Category 1 plants are those that are actually doing damage. It has been documented. And then you have Category 2. These are non-native plants that have the potential to be more invasive. And these are plants you might see at your local home goods store or a local nursery. They might sell them for you to put in your own backyards. Working with the council, I put together a list of what I consider the 6 most wanted. The 6 species that are most damaging in Cutler Bay right now. And they include the Lucana or the lead tree. Now that's a Category 2, but as far as Cutler Bay is concerned, that is one of our main offenders. There are 2 grasses, what's known as the elephant grass or the Napier grass.
There's the sickle-leaf acacia.
There's the Burma reed. Then you have Brazilian jasmine, and you have Brazilian pepper. And you've probably seen all 6 of these at some point. Taking a walk in your own neighborhood, maybe even in your own backyard, certainly in some of the open spaces that we have here in Cutler Bay. So these are the ones that we are tackling first and foremost. Now, the town itself has taken on the responsibility of removing non-native invasive species from public rights of way. We've also been working with property owners. There are vacant properties in Cutler Bay where you do have non-native species flourishing, and in some cases, very damaging invasive species. And so we've been working with property owners to remove these plants. We've had a great amount of cooperation from these private landowners, and they've really put a lot of effort into helping us move this vision forwards. So what can you do if you want to take on the challenge of invasive plant species in Cutler Bay? Well, with this video, there will be a link to the town's website where we will have a list of the species that are the most problematic, as well as links to other websites where you can look up lists of other invasive species, including wildlife and plants, and all sorts of information of things that you can learn about. If you want to start in your own yard, you can identify non-native species in your yard and replace them with native species. There are nurseries throughout South Day that specialize in Florida plant species, and they will be happy to help you plan your new environment on your own property. You can get together with neighbors. Maybe as a block, you can all work together to create a habitat to encourage certain butterflies or birds to come visit you. And as always, let the town know if you see anything that looks like a problem, and we will get on it. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day.